In this video, I want to talk to you about normalizing their responses and their situation. So if you look down at number 5 here on this document, it says normalize their responses. And it says make them feel like their situation is the same as hundreds of others that you've worked with, and you know exactly how to set them up. And really, that's the best way to say it, because one of the challenges in sales, and especially with something like cash discounting, it's a concept that feels so new and so kind of like, oh, it's exciting, we can save you all this money. You really do want to be very careful. You don't want to present it as unproven or risky, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, just incredibly innovative. You really want to make it feel like it is amazing. It is something that's become more popular in the last few years. But the good news is you've already helped hundreds of other clients just like them. And your company has already worked with all these other businesses just like them. And you have a very set process of how you can work this out. So as an example here, we start out saying, okay, so before we move forward, there are still a couple of boxes that we need to check. I love that line. I've used it so many times. When you say there's a couple of boxes we need to check, what that does is it tells them they're envisioning in their mind a checklist. This is a well-defined process. Getting you from where you are to eliminating your processing fees is as simple as 1, 2, 3. It's a step-by-step process. It's very simple. We just have a few boxes that we need to check, right? That's a good statement, a good mental image for them. First of all, how are you currently processing payments? Do you have a standalone terminal? Do you have a point of sale solution? Now, this would be more over the phone for sure, right? But there are other things you could ask them in person, because if you're looking at it, you would sound kind of stupid if you asked if they have a standalone terminal when clearly they don't. But there are other questions you could ask. How are you currently processing payments? I see your point of sale system here. Is that actually integrated with your payments? Do you have any like online processing or anything like that you're doing? Maybe online ordering? Can you give me a little feel for how you're processing payments today? So what are we doing here? We want to get them to start sharing some information with us. And again, more trust is built up the more information that's shared. So have a few questions in mind that you can ask them. Whatever they respond, normalize their response. So maybe they say, yeah, we actually have this, VX520, which we've been using for a long time. Okay, sure. We actually have several clients who are using that exact same solution. The process of getting the new program in place was very smooth. We do normally require a, service and technology fee. However, because you have the solution, we can swap you out for a new terminal and waive that fee. You'd only pay one flat fee of whatever, or maybe you'd say, you can still get in on our free placement. So it's whatever it is that you're doing, whatever your specific solution is, you want to normalize the situation. That's the idea here. We're normalizing the situation, and then we're just presenting it in a way where it's like, yeah, sure, we can set you up. It's only going to be this much, or it's going to be free, or whatever it's going to be. But normalizing the situation is the key. We've had many other clients that had that same solution. It's a very smooth setup process. In fact, we normally have this fee, but we're going to waive it for you, or something along those lines. So again, if you want to close these deals, you have to normalize their response, make them feel very comfortable. This is a step-by-step checkbox type process, and it's really going to help you out as you move towards this final stage of actually closing the deal.